Hello, hi. So late night today, and I'm starting with the Chalisha, RBWM Chalisha. I'll be covering some numericals, majority numericals, and some theory questions. Okay, I'll start with the theory questions till others join. Okay, plus some numericals also. First, we'll start with the numericals. So watch it completely, share it with your friends, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. These are repeated questions in the exam. And you'll see them again tomorrow also. In the exam, you'll be seeing them. The cost of a two-wheeler is rupees 70,000 and is purchased, and its salvage value is rupees 10,000 at the end of 6 years. The amount of depreciation on the two-wheeler for the second year under SLM is straight line method. So the cost of two-wheeler is given. Okay, I'll just expand this. Now it's okay, right? So the cost of the two-wheeler is 70,000. Salvage value is given as 10,000, and you have to find out using straight line. See, it's very simple. Straight line problems are the simplest ones. Okay. In straight line, I'll give you certain basics which you have to remember always in your life for straight line. Number one, amount of depreciation is always same. Amount of depreciation is equals to same for all years. Okay, amount of depreciation is same always for all years. Second, percentage changes. Percentage depreciation is equals to change. It will always change. It will never be the same. Okay, in straight line. Percentage of depreciation will always change. It will never change. For each year it will be different. Percentage. Okay. Then next one, salvage value. Salvage value has importance over here. You must at the end get to the salvage value at any cost in straight line. Okay. So now let's solve this. These 2 points, if they are clear, let's move on. Third one more point is there. That is percentage of depreciation, how to find out? It is simple, 100 upon life. First years, 100 upon life. Okay. So let's see. The cost of two-wheeler 70,000, that's done. 10,000 done. Amount of depreciation. What is the period? 6th year. 6 years. So let it be second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, any year. Amount will be same. See, the question is the amount of depreciation for the second year. Now, even if this is first year, second year, third year, any amount is same. So amount of depreciation is what? First, find out the difference. Difference means, see, this difference is always cost minus salvage. What is the salvage value? Salvage value means the value which remains at the end of the project. Suppose if I want to sell that project now, I purchase the bike. This bike I want to sell it after 6 years. So I'll get around 10,000 rupees. That is the meaning. So cost minus salvage, 70,000 minus 10,000. So that is equal to 60,000, right? So your difference is 60,000. Got it? Difference is 60,000. So now we have to find out what depreciation amount. Okay. So depreciation amount is equals to depreciation amount. That is equal to your difference upon life. Okay. So that is equal to 60,000 upon what is the life? 6 years. So 10,000. So depreciation amount is 10,000 every year. This is for every year. Kindly note. Okay. So depreciation amount of depreciation for the second year. That's it. That's the answer. Okay. So in straight line, this is the method. In WDV, the method is different. There you have to use the compound interest formula. A into P into 1 minus R raised to N. But that is different. Don't go into it right now. When the problem comes, we'll solve it. Okay. In exam, kindly note, for your RBWM, you have only two types of depreciation. One is straight line, second is WDM. Okay. You don't have the other types which you have in your accounts. That you don't have it over here. Okay, because here we are dealing with the housing. Housing always has normal depreciations. Okay, mainly straight line only. In housing, 99% we take straight line depreciation. Okay, next. Banking products like special term deposit products, term insurance products, second housing loans, improvement home decor loans come under the category of which of the following needs? So, they come under which category? Second housing. Who will buy the second housing? Now here, what is this given? This is basically your Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow. Kindly remember the Maslow's hierarchy, very important from your exam point of view. I've taken this many times, okay, earlier also. But you have to remember it without fail. Those who have joined, new, those who are new to this, okay. First is physiological. It's not given over here. Physiological. There are total 5 levels. Physiology. Okay. There are total 5 levels. Second is your safety. Safety needs. Safety. Third is social. Social. Or they call it belongingness. Love, belongingness. Esteem. And last one is your actualization. I'll just write ACT. You copy from here. Actualization. Okay. So these are the 5 phases of Maslow's hierarchy. Remember, it goes from the lowest, poorest, poor to rich. Okay. Rich. Poor to rich. Its simple logic is this. Poor to rich. Okay. So this person is the lowest level person, hand to mouth, daily earner. Okay. Then safety is a bit higher. That this safety person is having some funds now at the spare. Okay. Then social is a richer person. Then esteem. Now this second housing, improvement home decor. Who will buy the second housing? Second housing is generally bought by esteemed person. Esteem. So here the answer will be esteem needs. Generally it is brought by the esteemed person, means that level person. Esteem level person will always change his car also. If he or she is having a normal car which he had purchased at this level, generally at social level, person purchases first car, social level. So if he or she had purchased at social level, then at the esteem level, he or she will change the car. Okay, they'll change the car. So they'll buy a richer, bigger car. Suppose somebody has purchased 1 BHK flat at the safety level or social level. At esteem level, that person will sell that flat, 1 BHK, or keep that flat and buy another 2-3 BHK flats. Okay, it's upper level. So that's why the answer for this is esteem. Okay. An education loan of maximum what amount is given for studies in India? In India, studies should be in Bharat. So what is the maximum amount of loan given? 10 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 5 lakhs, no limit. Think this is a tricky one. This is really a tricky one. Maximum amount of loan, really tricky one. What is the trick? I'll tell you later. Yeah. What is the answer for this? Many of you are typing 10 lakhs because 10 lakhs is a priority sector in India. 10 lakhs, many of the students are typing 10 lakhs. But this is not the answer. Maximum loan can be given for no limit, education loan. Maximum education loan can be given for no limit. Okay? It's up to the bank to give the loan, what amount they want. If the collateral is okay, everything is okay, you can give a higher amount loan also. Only the point is, if you want to classify under priority sector, then only it is 10 lakhs. if you want to classify the loan under priority sector, then it is 10 lakhs. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you can give any loan, isn't it? After all, if you are a bank, you have to give the loan. If somebody has a collateral, somebody has a financial capacity, why not? Isn't it? But if you want to classify it under priority sector, then it is 10 lakhs. And for foreign, suppose if you are going for foreign it is 20 lakhs. Foreign equals to 20 lakhs. But that also again remember, priority sector. We are only talking of priority over here. Okay, year priority. Otherwise, commercial loans can be given for any amount. Okay. The moratorium period in case of personal loans is, what is moratorium period basically? Moratorium period means, moratorium, I'll just write short form now. Period equals to the period for which you don't have to pay the EMI, but interest gets accrued. Okay, you don't have to pay the EMI. So no EMI, you have to pay just the interest. In case of housing loans, you pay the interest, only interest, pre-EMI interest we call it. Okay, you pay that. And for other loans, means education loans, you don't even pay, you can even skip the interest part also. Because it's a student loan. The student can give it after he gets for a job. All the things, but see, nothing is left out. Even if you don't pay now, later after 5 years, you will have to pay. Okay? No bank will leave even a single penny, single rupee. Okay? The customer will have to pay. Not now, later. But later it will be interest on interest. So that will also be calculated. So pre-EMI or moratorium is nothing great. Kindly remember. Nobody, no bank will leave ever any interest. Simple. So, in personal loans, what is the moratorium period? Personal loans. For personal loans, the moratorium period is 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Actually, there is no moratorium period. There is no moratorium period. Because moratorium period means what? Freedom. Free. No EMI. Here nothing is there. Within next month, you will have to start the EMI. So when I say next month, it means the answer is 1 month. For 1 month, I don't have to give anything. That's for answer, but practically this has no meaning. But in your books, in the exam, I have seen the question. That's why we are writing this. Otherwise, frankly, 1 month moratorium is not a moratorium. It's a regular payment method. Okay? Got it? Personal loans are generally repayable in a period of 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months. Depends on bank to bank. PLs depend on bank to bank. Some banks may give it for 12 months, 24, 36, 48. Generally, 90% cases, in 90% cases, okay, it is 3 months, okay, moratorium, 1 month, okay, and in 90% cases for this loan, see this, personal loans are generally repayable in 90% cases, it is 36 months, okay, 90% cases, it is 36 months, got it? So, this was 1 month, that is separate, yeah. Got it? So generally, but again I am telling you, this if in exam it comes, it is 36 months, but generally means every bank will have a different way of looking at it. I can give a loan for 7 years also. Nobody can stop me. 10 years also. 10 years also it's allowed. Okay? Depends on bank to bank. For repayment of personal loans, the bank obtained dash for payment on the due date. What does the bank obtain? This is known as, the concept is known as, there's one concept called as check-off facility. Check-off. Okay, check-off facility. Anyone knows this check-off facility? If you know it, type yes in the comment section. Do you know the check-off facility? Everyone? If you know it, type yes. Check-off is the authority taken from the employer that they will deduct the EMI from the salary and send it to the bank. Confusing, isn't it? See, I am the bank. Okay? I have given a loan to Mr. X. Okay? Now Mr. X is working with company ABC. Okay? Limited. ABC Limited. So what will ABC give you in check-off facility? ABC will say that they will deduct the salary. From the salary, they will make two parts. Two parts of this. Okay? One part of EMI will go to the bank. They will make it. Everything they will do it. And remaining salary will go to Mr. X. Okay? So this is how the check-off works. But because the problem is now, no company is ready to do all these things. Why will they have the headache? It's up to you. You as a bank, you have to deduct the salary. Right? Simple. You have to deduct it from the salary. You take the SI, standing instructions. Nowadays, we have all these computerized systems, SIs. Okay? NAC system is there. So, what do we take? Authority letter to debit a deposit account means if the customer is having a savings account, I'll take the authority letter that I'll deduct my EMI from there. FDR is a security of loan. So, I can take that also. Obviously, these are all the basic things. I can take it as a FDR also, as a collateral security. PDCs, yeah, that also I can take it. Nowadays we have this SI, new system which is there is SI, standing instructions under NAC. I can take the SIs also. So the answer is any of the above. Okay, answer is any of the above. Got it? The disbursement in personal loans is generally in one go, in the period of 1 to 2 months, in installments, any of the above, as at the bank's discretion. Bank's discretion. So how do we disburse the personal loan? Generally. The word is generally. Generally, how do we disburse the PL? PLs are generally disbursed in one go. Okay, completely. One go directly. One time only. Again, I am telling you. 90% cases, it is one go. 10% cases, it can be different. If I am the customer, I want the PL in today some part and some part after, let's say, 2 months. Bank has to agree to it. Okay, there is no compulsion that I have to take the complete amount. I can take the disbursement for some amount and remaining amount I can take it later. Means some cases can be there like this, but 90% cases, again I am telling you, it is in one go. In your exam, if the question comes, one go. Okay? The term demographic dividend is used in Indian context with reference to. So what do you mean by demographic dividend? The advantage of largest number of qualified persons in science and engineering. Advantage to highest number of young people in India. Highest number of young people. Okay? Highest number of young people. Second one. Right? Third is advantage of highest number of software development firms. And advantage of all of the above. See, all of the above is also the answer. Can it be this, engineering or young people? Young people, or is it highest number of software? What is it? Yes, it is. The answer is young people. See, it has nothing to do about education or qualification. It's after all the age bracket. That's what is called as demographic dividend. We are the youngest country in the world. Average population in our country is less than 35 years. Okay? So this is one of the major advantages to our country. Numerical on rent calculations. A new building stands on a plot costing 10 lakh. Construction cost is rupees 20 lakh. Okay, construction cost is rupees 20 lakh. Expected returns 5% on land cost, 8% on construction cost. Expenses, annual repairs 0.5% of the construction cost of construction. Other outgoings 30% of the gross rent. Coefficient of sinking fund 0.0005 of construction cost. Find the annual rent. This numerical is not that simple. Okay, this numerical is not that simple. Got it? So what should you do now in this? How should you solve this? See, first what you have to do is, your target is annual rent. First you have to look at what is the total cost, what is the returns, and then you have to assume certain rent and then move on. So, for solving this, first what you have to do is, expected returns. What are the expected returns? First find out that. What are the expected returns? Okay, what are the expected returns? 5% on land cost. And what is the land cost? 10 lakhs. And 8% on construction cost. What is the construction cost? 20 lakhs. Okay. So 5% on 10 lakhs and 8% on 20 lakhs. Find it. Find it. So, expected returns. Returns is equal to, expected returns equals to, what is it? Equals to 5% on 10 lakhs plus total of these. Both should be totaled. 8% on 20 lakhs. So multiply it and get it. Multiply it and get it, everyone. Okay, multiply this and get the answer. 5%. So 5% into, what is this? 10 lakhs. 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 5% on 10 lakhs plus 8% on 20 lakhs. So 20, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So get the answer now. Do it fast. 5% on this. So it is 10 lakhs, no? So it is 50,000. 50,000. 10 lakhs. 10% is 1 lakh. So it is 50,000. 8% on 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs, 8%. So it will be 1,60,000. 1,60,000. 5% on 10 lakhs. See how to calculate it. 10%. See, you can do it orally also. You can do it on the calci also. 10% of 10 lakhs is 1 lakh. So you want 5%. So it will be half. 50,000. Similarly, 10% of 20 lakhs is 2 lakhs. So 8% will be less. 8 to the 16. 1,60,000. Okay? Getting this, everyone? Getting it, everyone? How to calculate this? On the calci, you have to, if you can't understand this, you can get it on the calci. Don't try it something else. Do it on the calci. That's simple. What is the answer? 50,000 and 1,60,000. So it is 2,10,000. 2,10,000. This is the expected returns. This is the expected returns. Getting it? Got it, everyone? This is the expected returns. Now, what are the outgoings? What are the outgoings? Means money going out. What are the outgoings? Check this. Expenses. What are the expenses? How many expenses are there? Look at this. Annual repairs, 1. First write down how many are there. 1. Second is what? Other outgoings, 2. And coefficient of sinking fund, 3. These are the 3 outgoings. 1, 2 and 3. Kindly note this. All these 3 outgoings are there. So annual repairs is based on 0.5% of cost of construction. So annual repairs will be based on cost of construction, 20 lakhs. Okay. Other outgoings are based on rent, gross rent. Other outgoings are based on rent, 30% of the rent. And the sinking fund is based on 0.005 of construction cost. Again construction. So here it is 20 lakhs. Okay. So write it. See, let's first write down, let the rent be R. Let the annual rent equal to R. This will assume. Let us assume the annual rent is R. Okay. Now all these outgoings you have to write down. All these outgoings. Shall I write it over here only? No, it won't fit. So let's write it on the next page. Annual repairs is 0.5% of cost of construction. So 20 lakhs. So 0.5% into 20 lakhs. Okay. You can try it here also. You'll get a space over here. One sec. Let me bring on a new slide. Okay. So let's find out the expenses. Let's find out the expenses. Expenses are, there are 3 expenses. Number 1, expense number 1. What is it? Expense number 1. 0.5% of 20 lakhs. Cost of construction is 20 lakhs. So 0.5%, 0.5% into 20 lakhs. Get the answer. 0.5% of 20 lakhs. So that is equal to 0.5 upon 100 into 20 lakhs. So get it, everyone. Try to solve this. Get the answer for this. Everyone get me the answer. 0.5 upon 100 into 20 lakhs. It is lakhs, huh? So it is calci. Don't try it orally. Try it on the calci. 0.5 upon 100 into 20 lakhs. 20, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that is equal to, this is what? 0.5% of 20 lakhs. So that is equal to 10,000. 10, 1, 2, 3. 10,000. So that is equal to 10,000. First answer is 10,000. Got it, everyone? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? What is the second answer? Second is what? Second is what? It is other outgoings, 30% of the gross rent. So 30% of R. Rent is what? R. So write it, 30% of R. So 30% of R. Okay, 30% of R. So that is equal to 0.3, 30 upon 100 into R. 0.3 into R. This is your second expense. Is everyone getting it? This is your second expense. Okay, this is your second expense. Now third one, sinking fund. What is sinking fund given? 0.005? 0.005 of construction cost. So again, 0.005 into construction cost, 20 lakhs. I think so, same you will be getting. Yeah, 0.005 into 20 lakhs. What are you getting? Multiply this, everyone. 20 lakhs, never miss this. 20 lakhs means 6 zeros. 2 and 6 zeros. So I think so, you will be getting the same answer, 10,000. So what are the total expenses then? Total now, total of all these. So total expenses are, say this, 10,000 plus 10,000, 20,000. 20,000 plus 0.3 into R. This is your total expense, right? This is your total expense. And what is the expected returns? 2,10,000. Okay? So now, what next? This is your total expense. Got it, everyone? Now, what you have to do? How do you solve this now? If you want to solve this, your total expenses over here, okay, should be matched with what? With your expected returns. See this, expected returns are 2,10,000. So, what are the expenses? Expenses are these, and these are the returns. How do you match this? How do you solve this then? How do you match this? Everyone, how do you match these things? So, for matching this, what will you do? For matching this, see, your gross returns are what? What are your gross returns? Gross income is R. Your rent is your gross income, annual. R is annual. Your rent is your gross income. And these are the expenses. So what is my net income then? So net income equals to, kindly remember, same as your gross profit, net profit. See this. Net income equals to net returns. Net returns equals to gross return, gross return minus expenses. Gross return minus expenses. Okay? What is my gross return now? Now try to match this. Gross return is R minus, what are my expenses? 20,000 plus 0.3 into R. Right? But that should be equal to what? My net return expected. What is my net return expected? My net return expected over here is 2,10,000. This is what I want. So I'll match this. 2,10,000. 2,10,000, right, equals to this. So solve this now. Solve this. So it is, here it is R minus 20,000 minus 0.3 R. R minus 20,000 minus 0.3 R. So that is equal to R minus 0.3 R, 0.7 R. 0.7 R minus 20,000. 1 R minus 0.3 R. So that is equal to 0.7 R minus 20,000. Take 20,000 on the other side. Okay, 2,10,000 over here Okay. Take this on the other side. So 2,10,000 plus 20,000 equals to 0.7 R. So solve it. Solve this. So I'll write it reverse. 0.7 R equals to 2,10,000 plus 20,000. What is the answer? 230. 2,30,000. 0.7 R equals to 2,30,000. So R is what? Solve it. R equals to 2,30,000 upon 0.7. Solve this. Solve it. 2,30,000. Solve it everyone. 2,30,000 divided by 0.7. So you get it as 328,571. 328,571. This is your annual rent. This is what you want as the annual rent. Pay attention. This is not the monthly rent. This is the annual rent what you want. Annual. Okay. This is the annual rent. So if this is the annual rent, this is the answer. In fact, what is the question? The question is same. Find out the annual rent. So annual rent is, see this, find out the annual rent. So that's it. If they want monthly rent, if they ask for monthly rent, then what? Monthly means divided then. Monthly rent will be 328,571 divided by 12. So 27,380. If they ask you monthly, monthly will be 27,380. 27,380. This will be monthly rent. And this will be yearly rent. Yearly. Got it? This is the required answer. This is the required answer. Annual rent. This calculation comes for 5 marks. Many 5 questions are asked in this. Okay? Marks 5 questions can be asked in any ways. Okay? They can be asked in any different ways. So this is it. Okay? Got it everyone? Clear? Okay? So this numerical, kindly note, is asked for 5 marks. Where all can the 5 marks be distributed? See, 5 marks can be distributed over number 1. They will be distributed 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, 3 marks here, 1 mark for this, 4 marks, and 1 mark for this last part. This 1 mark, 5 marks. So in this way, the 5 marks will be distributed. This case study comes for 5 marks. Or what do? They divide this in some parts and then they solve it. Excuse me. So find the encumbrance factor and the value of the usable FSI. You have to find out the encumbrance factor and the value of the usable FSI. Two points are asked. In exam, they can distribute it. Even then, they can ask you only encumbrance factor, they can ask you only usable FSI, or they can ask you something in between. So follow this completely. See what is given. Land area is given as 533 square meters. Total built up is 205 square meters. Permissible FSI is 1. Construction cost is 5,000 per square meter. Rate of land cost 2,000 per square meter. Then desired returns is 9%. Usable carpet area is 155 square meter. Expected rent is 50 per square meter of the carpet area. Outgoings are 1/6 of the yield. These are the data given and you have to find out encumbrance factor and the value of the usable FSI. How do you do this? Think everyone, there are 3 parts to this numerical. 3 parts. Okay? There are 3 parts to the numericals. One is desired returns. One part is covered up to desired returns. Second part is for encumbrance factor, and third part is usable FSI. So we'll solve all the three parts. Okay, let's move on fast because we have to cover a lot of portion in the given period. So we'll solve all the three parts. Okay, so let's start. First one. First, what did I say? We have to first focus on desired yields. This part, desired yields. Okay. So how to get the desired yield? For getting the desired yield, this part. Then second part is encumbrance. Part number 1 is this, part number 2 is this, and part number 3 is FSI. Okay. So let's start for the desired yield first. For finding the desired yield, you need to first get the details. What is the total cost? See, cost of construction is given. So let's start. First one, cost of construction. Cost of construction. What is the cost of construction given? What was it given? It is given, I think so, 10 lakhs. Cost of construction is 5,000 per square meter. And what is the built-up area? Built-up area is 205. What do you mean by this? See, I have built 205 square meter of my property, means land. I have built a house of 205 square meter and the cost is 5,000 per square meter. So multiply these. So my cost of construction is 5,000 into this. Similarly, second point also I'll tell you now, right now. Land cost 2,000. Okay. So what is the used land up till now? So that also we'll have to calculate. 2,000 into whatever has been constructed. That much land is gone now. See, understand this. This is my total land. This land is 533. 533. Out of this 205, I have built the house. 205. So this is gone. So this much plot is gone now. This much plot is of no use to me. So I'll have to first calculate what is gone over here and then I'll calculate what is remaining. Okay. So first let's move on to this. Cost of construction is what? 205 into 5,000, right? So 205 into 5,000. Give the answer fast. You also need to be fast now in this. What is the answer for this? 205 into 5,000. Fast. It is 10,25,000. Correct? 10,25,000. Right? This much is this. Now rupees everything I will not write. Okay? Then cost of FSI used means cost of the land used. Cost of FSI used. Cost of FSI used. Whatever is used by me. So what is it? So whatever land is gone. How much land is gone? 205. That is the house I have built. So 205 into what is the land cost? 2,000. Right? So 2,000 into 205. I am a bit fast, but we have to cover mostly two numericals. This one and next one. So what is it? 4,10,000. 410,123. Okay, so this much is my total cost. So my total cost becomes how much? If I add these two, my total cost is, these two I'll add it. So total equals to total cost. Add these two. It is something 435, 1435. So 14,35,000. 1435,123. Okay, so this much is my total cost. What is my desired return? Desired return is mentioned as 9%, right? So this 9%. 9% on my investment. So 1435 into 9%. Okay, 1435 into 9%. So desired return equals to desired returns equals to this. I'll just write the short form now. 14.35 into 9%. What is the answer? What is my expected return? This becomes 1 lakh. Multiply this. You get the answer first. You get it first. I will also do it on the calci, everyone. I will also try it on the calci. So it is what is the answer? 1 lakh, I'm seeing in the comments, 1,29,150. Yeah. 129. What is this? 150. Correct. 150. This is what I've seeing in the comments. So this is my desired returns. First part is over. Now second part, encumbrance factor. For second part, what you have to do is, second, encumbrance. How to find out the encumbrance factor? So estimated yield. What is the expected return? The expected return given over here is, expected rent is 50 rupees per square meter of carpet area. What is my carpet area? 150. What will be my expected return? Multiply these two. And this is for per square meter for month. This 50 rupees is per month. It's always per month. So for 1 month I am getting 50 rupees into 155. So 12 months it will be, multiply this. So expected yield, estimated yield is what? Estimated yield means estimated returns. So estimated yield equals to yield. Okay. So that is equal to, what is that? 50 into, what is it? 50 into 155 into 12. 155 into 12. Okay. So that is my estimated yield. What is it? Get the answer. Everyone, get the answer. It is 93,150. In the comments I am seeing, what are you giving in the comments here? 93,000. Students are giving me 93,000. Okay, 93,000. Correct, it is 93,000. What is outgoing? This much I am getting it as the rent. Okay, I want this much. I am getting this much. Now in this is my gross income which I am getting. Some money is going out also. What is going out? All this admin expenses. See this. Outgoings are 1/6 of the yield. This much money is going out. So 1/6 of this amount, what? 93,000, right? So 1/6 of 93,000 is going out. So it is outgoings. Out. I'll just write outgoings now equals to 1/6 into 93,000. So what is the answer we are getting? 1/6 into 93,000. This much is going out. It can be your salary, society expenses, it can be your electricity bill, everything. So it is 15,500. 15,500. This much is the outgoing. So what is the net yield now? Net. This much I am gaining. 93,000. This much is going out. So net is what? Now I'll have to subtract. So net equals to net. Net equals to, what is it? Subtract 93,000 minus 15,500. So 93 minus 15,500. What is the answer? 77,500. 77,500. This much is my net income. Now what is my encumbrance factor? Encumbrance factor means whatever I am getting gross, whatever I am getting net, what is the percentage? So encumbrance factor equals to encumbrance factor, okay, equals to my net upon gross. So net upon gross is what? 77,500 divided by 93,000. What is the answer? 77,500 upon 93,000. Do it, everyone. Everyone do it. So it is 0.833. Right? Are you getting this? Everyone, I've got it from comments, your comments only. 0.83. Okay, this much is your encumbrance. First answer, you got it. Next is what? The value of the usable FSI. Value. Now this value, you'll say it's very simple, subtract it just. It's not that simple. You have to use encumbrance factor over here. See, now we'll focus on the third part. Third part. Value of the usable FSI. For this, what you have to do is, for value of the usable FSI, first find out what is the usable FSI. See this. 533 was the total plot area. 205 is gone. So what is remaining now out of this? So 328 is remaining. This much I can build it. right? This much I can build it. So what is the cost of this plot now? The land cost is right now 2000. So this much I can get it right now. If I sell this remaining land, I can get this much. So when I can get this much, but the buyer will also say, what are the outgoings? So and so is going out. So he'll multiply this with the encumbrance factor. So what happens is value, when you calculate the value, your value becomes like this. See, 328 multiplied by, see this, 328 multiplied by cost. What is the cost? 2000. And multiplied by, again, this encumbrance factor which we got it, 0.83. Because this much net this person will be getting, whoever purchases this land, net this person will get 0.83 only. Because remaining will go into the expenses. So this is how the usable FSI is calculated. Say this. So value of the usable FSI. So firstly FSI equals to FSI usable. Usable FSI equals to what is that? 533 minus 205, right? 533 minus 205. 533 minus 205. So it is what? What were you getting? 328, right? 328. 328. Now, value of the usable FSI. You don't want FSI. You want value of the usable FSI. So, value of the usable FSI is what? Value equals to, okay? This value equals to, multiply this 328 multiplied by 2000 multiplied by 0.83, encumbrance. So what are you getting as the answer? Multiply this with 0.83. You must get it. Let me see the answer. How many of you have typed it? Let me see in the comment section. Everyone type it in the comment section. It is 546448. That's what I am getting. Means students are also giving me 546448. This is what we are getting, the encumbrance factor. Means value of the usable FSI. So your two answers are these. First one answer was this. Second answer was this. Now in exam, they can ask you as a 5 marks case study also, or they can separate it. They can ask you only this much for 2 marks. They can ask you only this much for 2 marks. They can only ask you this much for 2 marks. Anything can be done. So question can be distributed in any ways. So that's why you need to study the complete case study. And in exam, if they ask you part by part, then also it will be easy for you. Then only you will become this superhero, isn't it? Got it? So you need to study this properly. Got it? Next one, rent calculations. This is also an important case study. Again, this can be also broken into various parts. A new building stands on a plot costing 10 lakh. Construction cost is rupees 20 lakh. Expected returns are 5% on the land cost, 8% on the construction cost. What are the expenses? Annual repairs are 0.5% of the cost of construction. Other outgoings are 30% of the gross rent. Coefficient of sinking fund is 0.005 of construction cost. Find the annual rent. Means this all data is given and you have to find out what rent should you charge. If you are the owner of this property, what rent should you charge to that customer? So let that rent be R. See, we'll directly hit it immediately, okay? Let that rent be R. I don't know R. I have to calculate this R. Now what I have to do is, I have to first look at the data. Okay? First I have to look at the data. Expected return is what? 5% on the land cost. This is my land cost. 8% on the construction cost. So construction cost is what? 20 lakhs. So I am having 5% on 10 lakhs and 8% on 20 lakhs. This is my expected return. I am the owner. I want this much returns. So let's calculate expected returns now. First, you have to calculate whatever I want. So expected, okay? Expected returns. expected returns. Okay. So 5% on 10 lakhs. Okay. 5% on 10 lakhs. 5% on 10 lakhs plus 5% on 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs plus 8% on 20 lakhs. So calculate it. 5% on 10 lakhs plus 8% on 20 lakhs. Do it everyone. 5% on 10 lakhs and 8% on 20 lakhs. What is the answer? What are you getting everyone? Do it everyone fast. I'll also do it on the calci. So 0.05 into 10 lakhs, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it is 50,000. 10 lakhs, 5%. 5% on 10 lakhs. So 50,000 plus 8% on 20 lakhs. 8 to the 16. 1 lakh 60,000. So what is my total? Expected return is what? 2 lakh 10,000. This much is my expected return. This is what I want from this property. Now what am I getting? For what am I getting? See, I need to first, what am I getting from this? First you tell me. I want that, whatever that 2 lakh some amount, 2 lakh 10,000. But what am I getting? I am getting only R. This is my returns. This is what I am getting. And from this also, all these expenses are going out. So what are the expenses? Let's calculate the expenses now. Gross and net. This is my gross amount. Gross. And now I want the net. This is what, when I subtract these expenses, I'll get the net. Okay. So now calculate the net amount. For that, you'll have to first calculate the expenses. So 3 expenses are given. 0.5% of cost of construction, 30% of gross rent, and 0.005 of construction cost. So let's calculate 0.5% of cost of construction. It means what? See, expenses. I'll write here expenses. Expenses. Number 1. Okay, 0.5%. 0.5% into 20 lakhs. What is the cost of construction? 20 lakhs. 0.5% of 20 lakhs. So percent means what? Divide by 100. So it is 0.05. 0.0 divided by 100. 2 zeros, right? It is 0.5 or 0.5? 0.5%. Okay? 0.5% of cost of construction. So 0.5 divided by 100. So it will be 0.005. 0.005 into 20 lakhs. So what is the answer? Multiply this. 0.005 into 20 lakhs. What are you getting? 5 to the 10. Okay. So 5 to the 10. I think so 10,000. 10,000. Expense number 1. What is expense number 2? Other outgoings. 30% of the gross rent. So 30% of the gross rent means 30 upon 100 into R. So now 30 upon 100 or 30 divided by 100 into R. This is my second expense. So how will you write this? This is equal to 0.3 into R. This is my second expense, right? What is my third expense now? Third expense is given as 0.005 into construction cost. It is same as the above one. So similar means 0.005 into 20 lakhs. So again the answer is same, 10,000. So what is my total expense now? Total expense. My total expense is, I'll add all these three. So my total becomes, see this total expense. Shall I write it over here? Yeah. Total equals to expense. So that is equal to 10 plus 10 is 20,000 plus 0.3R. So 20,000 plus 0.3R. This is my total expense. Okay. So what is my income then? This is my expense. But what is my net income then? My income will be whatever I am getting. What am I getting? I am getting R. From that I will subtract these expenses. So my net income equals to net income. That is equal to R minus, look at this, R minus 20,000 plus 0.3 R. So if you solve this minus comes inside. So it will be minus 20,000 and this will be 0.3 R minus. So R minus 0.3, 1 R minus 0.3. So 0.7 R minus 20,000. So this is my net income. But this net income I am getting it from my rent. But what have I said? This is my expected return. So I'll write this as A and I'll write this as B. What should be the rule? The rule should be what am I getting and what am I expecting. So I'll have to equate them. So A should be equal to B. So equate this, A equals to B, because this is what I want and this is what I am getting. So they should be equal. So A equals to B. A equals to B. So solve this now. A equals to B means 2,10,000 equals to 2,10,000 equals to, what is this? 0.7 R minus 20,000. 0.7 R minus 20,000. Okay. Now take 20,000 on the other side. If you take 20,000 on the other side, you will get it as 0.7 R equals to 2,10,000 plus 20,000. So 2,30,000. 30. Right? So 0.7 R equals to 2,30,000. So what is R then? Divide this R. So R equals to, I'll write it over here. R equals to 2,30,000 divided by 0.7. So what is the answer? Divide this. 2,30,000 divided by 230, 1, 2, 3, right? Divided by 0.7. So 3,28,571. 3,28,571. This is annual rent. Annual. Kindly note, I am expecting this much as annual rent. If I want monthly, then if I want monthly, divide this. If I want monthly, divide this by 12. A company purchases machinery for 2 lakh. The estimated useful life is 10 years. Its salvage value is 20,000. The expected annual interest rate on sinking fund investment is 6%. Calculate the annual sinking fund payment. See, sinking fund questions do come in the exam. Every exam they do come. There is no exam where sinking fund is not asked. It is asked in accounts also. It is asked in your RBWM also. Okay. So how to solve this sinking fund? Sinking fund means what basically? Sinking fund means basically your future payment. Same future payment formula. Only there you know F, you don't know the present value. Confused? Let me explain you. See this. In annuity, okay, whenever you solve any annuity, what is the formula for annuity future value? What is the formula for annuity future value? F equals to. So F equals to C into, right, 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 the whole upon R. This is the formula for future value, annuity. Everyone knows this. I have taken it yesterday also. Means many times I have taken. Everyone knows this formula. Future value, present value and EMI. These three formulas should be by heart for you. Future value of ordinary annuity, future value of annuity due. Okay. So all these formulas should be by heart to you. Okay. So now this future value, this is same as your sinking fund. Only the difference is in future, in the sinking fund method, You know this, you don't know this. This is what you have to find out. And in future value problems, you know this, you don't know this. Future value you don't know. Here you know future value, but you don't know the sinking every year sinking fund. That's what you'll have to calculate. So what is it given? Look at it. The company purchases machinery for 2 lakh. The estimated useful life is 10 years. So let's start writing all these things. Okay. So first, what is the F? Means end value. Now end value over here, F equals to, kindly note, 2 lakh minus 20,000. See, salvage value is to be subtracted. 2 lakh minus 20,000 minus 20k. So it is 1.8 lakhs. 1.8 lakhs. So that is your F. Future value is that. 1.8 lakhs. Everyone understood this? This is very important. Okay, this is very important. Why? Because you need to understand that the value over here is to be taken after subtraction of salvage value. You need not take 2 lakhs directly. Next, R. R is what rate of interest? What is given? It's directly given 6%. So R equals to 6%. So make it into 100 immediately. Convert it to 100 terms. So 6% means 6 divided by 100. So 0.06. 6 divided by 100. You want it annual. As you want it annual, you will not make any change. You will keep it as it is. You will not divide it by 2, not divide it by 3, not divide it by 4, not divide it by anything. If they are asking you quarterly, then you divide it by 4. Okay? Here you will not divide it by anything. So R is same, N will also be same. So what is N then? N is 10 years. See this, N equals to 10 years. Anything else? C, R, N, that's it, and F. C is what you'll have to find out, annual sinking fund payment. This is C. This is what you have to find out. So let's solve it. So 1,80,000 equals to, now you solve this, 1,80,000. Are you able to see this? Yeah, equals to C into, now I'll directly write the answer. Okay, means I'll directly write the point over here. 1 plus R. So 1 plus, what is R? 6%. 0.06 raised to N, 10 minus 1, the whole upon R, 0.06. Do this. 1,80,000 equals to C into 1 plus 0.06 raised to 10 minus 1, the whole upon 0.06. Do it on your calci. Everyone, try this. I'll wait for the answer from your side. I'll wait for the answer from your side. Everyone give me the answer. 1.06. Directly add this 1.06. Okay? 1.06. Raised to 10. Check this everyone. 1.06 raised to 10. How to do it? Yesterday I told you how to do it. 1.06 raised to 10. Type 1.06 over here. Then press into, then press equal to 10 times. How many you want? 10. So 10 times. How to do this? Everyone check this again. 1.06, then press into, then go on pressing equal to 10 times. Okay, 10 times. It's not 9 times, it's 10 times. So do it. What is the answer? 1.06 into equal to 10 times. So you must get this as, what are you getting everyone? Write this answer separately because you will be requiring this answer many times. Keep a habit of writing this raised to answer. Keep a habit of writing this raised to answer. What is the answer? 1.79 I am getting it. 1.79. 1.79. This is what I am getting. 1.79. Everyone check this. Now use this. So C into 1.79 minus 1 divided by 0.06. So that is equal to C into, now do this fast, okay, 0.79 upon 0.06. Okay, do I have a next page? Let me see. Blank slide, yeah, it's there. So, do it over here. So, what is the answer? C into, I'll write it here only, C into, now what is the answer for this? 0.79 upon 0.06. Do it. 1.79 minus 1. 1.79 only, no? 0.79, yeah. Divided by 0.06. Everyone should get this. What is the answer you are getting? 13.18. 13.18. So now what is the equation you are getting? The equation is, everyone, what is the equation you are getting? 1,80,000 equals to, see this, 180 equals to C into, what was it? 13 point something, right? So let's get the exact figure. 13.18. 13.18. Okay? So 180 equals to C into 13.18. Do it, everyone. So now C equals to what? C equals to 1,80,000 divided by 13.18. Get the answer now. Everyone, get the answer. Everyone get the answer. 1,80,000 divided by 13.18. I am getting it as 13,657. Are you getting the same? 13,657. This case study comes in exam, 13,657. So this is your sinking fund amount which you have to keep. This is your sinking fund amount. So sinking fund amount which you have to keep, so that at the end of the period you should be able to replace the machinery. Sinking fund amount, this sinking fund and depreciation, definitely these questions are there in exam. RBWM, they are specifically there. Don't miss this. Okay? Everyone got this? Type yes in the comment section if you have got it. Everyone type yes, those who have understood it. Let's move on to the next one. A company sets up a sinking fund to replace equipment that cost rupees 5 lakh with a 5-year useful life and a salvage value of 50,000. The half-yearly sinking fund payment calculated on the basis of 7% per annum interest. Very typical problem, same as the earlier one, but slight change is there. The slight change over here is half-yearly and a whole problem changes. Whole problem changes. Okay, half-yearly. Whenever you are doing anything half-yearly, use the same, formula is same. Only what you do, R equals to whatever is given as R divided by 2. So 7 upon 2, half yearly. So 3.5%. N equals to multiplied by 2. Whatever number you divide by R, same number you will multiply to N. So what is the n given? 5 years useful life, 5. So n equals to 5 into 2. So that is equal to 10. Okay. Whatever number you divide to r, same number you will multiply to n. Never forget this basic. Whatever number you divide to r, same number you will multiply to n. Okay. Clear everyone? Got the concept clear? So now formula is same. Formula is not changing at all. Okay. So f equals to c into 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon r. Now put the formula everyone. Put the figures and get the answer. I'll divide this into 2 parts. Do I have a next page now? Yeah. So every time you have to check. So now f is what? What is f? F means this amount minus salvage. Just now we did it in the earlier part. This amount minus salvage. So f equals to what? I'll write it over here. F equals to, where should I write? Here. F equals to 5 lakh minus 50,000. So rupees 4,50,000. Getting this everyone? 4,50,000. 50,000 over here, 5 lakh over here. Subtract it. We'll get it as 4,50,000. Okay. R I have already written 3.5. N I have already written. C is what you'll have to find out. So let's solve this again. You must have a complete practice on sinking fund. Similarly, depreciation is also solved. But depreciation has a separate formula. Sinking fund has a separate formula. Okay, but both are combined chapters. So now, what is this? 4,50,000 equals to, shall I write it over here only? No. 450 equals to C into, solve it, 1 plus R. What is R now? 3.5%. So I'll directly write it now. 0.035 divided by 100. First only. Raised to n. N is what? 10. Minus 1. The whole upon R. What is R? 0.035. Okay. Getting this everyone? Solve this now. Now this is same as the earlier one. You should be able to solve it. So what is it? 1.035. 1.035 into equal to 10 times. Do it everyone. Into equal to 10 times. So what are you getting? 1.035. No, I have made an error over here. 1.035 into equal to 10 times. So you're getting it as, what are you getting? Type in the comment section, everyone. You must get this as 1.41. So this answer is, I'll write it here, 1.41. This is your answer. Now solve this. 1.41 minus 1. So that becomes 0.41 minus 1. So 0.41. Correct? This is 0.41. This 0.41 you divide it by 0.035 now. Divided by 0.035. Okay? You divide it by 0.035. So what are you getting? Divided by 0.035. So you are getting it 11.373. Let me check your answers also. So that is equal to C into, I am getting this 11.731. Let's take 3 digits. You can take two digits also, nothing matters. Okay. So C into 11.731. Are you getting this everyone? Check it. Everyone must get the same answer. There's no ifs and buts, no exceptions to this. You must get the same answer. Okay? So let's write it again. So it is 4,50,000 equals to 4,50,000 equals to C into what is this? 11.73. 11.73. So now find out C. C equals to 4,50,000 divided by 11.73. Getting this, everyone? Check this. Everyone check this. So what are you getting? So it should be 4,50,000. 450. What are you getting over here? I am getting the answer as 38,358. So 38,358. You must also get the same answer, 38,358. Okay, 38,358. This is the amount of sinking fund. I'll have to keep it separate. Sinking fund. Okay, I'll have to keep this separate. So that at the end of the period, after what, 5 years, every 6 months I am keeping this. See, 6 months. Every 6 months I am keeping this separate. So at the end of the period for 5 years, you should be able to have that amount 4,50,000. This amount 450. 4,50,000. This is required at the end. So if you keep 38,358 per 6 months separately at the percentage rate of, what is this, 7% per annum, then you will get this amount 4,50,000. Got it, everyone? Clear?